Hi there. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first postcard from Spain. Luke here. Vanessa's back there in the background, reading the travel guide, as is her wont most of the time. Did you like that little music intro, Jen, that I did? That was the French Kicks. I was going to just email you the file of this video and say, just put some music on it, but then I just didn't know if this was a video postcard that needed the Tracy Chapman touch as far as the intro goes. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just have Sean do it. And well, then I thought maybe it's not a video postcard that needs the death clock touch. So I ended up just skipping it and doing it myself. So that's the French Kicks. Okay, so here we are. We're in Spain. We've been here for now like a day and a half. Kind of jet laggy, so it's all a little bit foggy. But so far we've been having lots and lots of fun. Interesting things that have happened. Well, it turns out my girlfriend is awesome at speaking Spanish. Right? Can you say hi to everyone in Spanish?
Hola.
Did you hear that? Did you even hear how natural that sounded? She was just all like, hola. It's been actually really interesting because I think that the nation of Spain perceives me, because there's been a national conversation about me since I've been here, I'm pretty sure. I think that the nation of Spain, the people that live in Spain, perceive me as the strong silent type, just because I don't actually know how to speak any Spanish. And so when we go anywhere, Vanessa's the one doing all the negotiating, she's finding out the pertinent details, she's having all the conversations, and I kind of stand in the background holding my beer, laughing when it is that everybody else laughs, so that it seems like I know what's going on, but I have no idea. The joke could be about the guy behind the bar. The joke could be about me. Could be on me. Maybe she's making plans to meet up with one of these Spanish fellows, and they're laughing at what an idiot I am. Is that what you're doing? Probably that's what she's doing. Anyway, I think it's been fascinating for Vanessa because there has never been an hour of our life together when we haven't been sleeping that I haven't been talking for about 58 minutes of it. And all of a sudden, when we're out and about, I actually am kind of just taking the background role. So I think it's been really, really thrilling for her to actually get a word in edgewise. I feel like as long as we're in countries where I don't speak the native language, this relationship could really work. Could really, really work. Okay, interesting things about Spain. The food. You know, a lot of people said to me before we came here, they were like, the food's not so hot, you know, get ready. It's not, the cuisine is really not as, you know, as interesting as it could be. And to those people, I would just like to say, for once and for all, you're absolutely right. It's no es bueno, as I think the French would say. They're basically like four things on every menu, four dishes on every single Spanish menu that we've seen. Now maybe it's just Madrid, maybe it's the part of Madrid that we're in, but every restaurant has basically, the first item is traditional Spanish ham, which isn't like ham your mom made on Easter. It's like traditional Spanish ham is like prosciutto lunch meat kind of thing. So it's that, and then you can get it on bread if you want, on a big dry piece of bread. Also, if you're lucky, there'll be some blood sausage on the menu, the kind that Vanessa tricked me into eating last night because she told me it was lentils, and I can still taste the horrible innards blood sausage that I ate last night. So if you're lucky, there's blood sausage on the menu. If you're really lucky, there's not blood sausage on the menu. See how that works? And then they have some kind of cheese. So everything they serve is a combination of those items: bread, prosciutto, ham, meat stuff, blood sausage, and cheese. Mixed up. It's like Taco Bell with their beans and cheese and rice. It's like you can mix it up in different combinations, but it's the same sort of basic things. The people in this country do not apparently like vegetables at all. You don't see very many salads. You don't see like grilled vegetables as like a side. I mean, based on what I've seen on the menus in this country so far, and based on what I've seen people eating, Spain should just be full of morbidly obese people with gout, because they don't get any vitamin C, as I can tell, and all they drink is beer. And by the way, the thing with the beers is that you go into the restaurant and you just say, I'll have a beer, and they just give you whatever the beer is that they have that day, I guess. Like, we got to the first place, and I said, what kind of beer do you have? I actually put on some tiny, like, Ben Franklin reading glasses, and I said, what kind of beer do you have? Which is a weird affectation. I don't really do that normally, but I just decided to, because I'm traveling, and the guy just said, oh, yes, beer, and then he just brought me whatever they had. I don't think you really do the same kind of ordering thing where you look at this big list and you get all fancy on it. I think you just kind of say, I want a beer, I want a red wine, or a white wine, and they just bring you what they got. Oh, by the way, I just want to show you guys. This is not going to be so interesting for our radio listeners, but for our video viewers, shiggity check out this street that our hotel is on. You see across, there's a little kid who lives across there, where that little drawing is in the window. It's a drawing of a spider. I'm pointing at it right now, and I think that I've been deeply disturbing him by just lying on this bed in my underwear for 2 days straight. But you know what? They got to learn sometime that a sexy, sexy American has come to town. I'm sorry I said that. Anyway, the other thing that's really cool in the bars here that we figured out is that if you just go and stand by the bar, they will give you little samples of the food that they're selling to the people in the restaurant, but it's free basically. So it's kind of like Costco, if you think about it. And it's like Costco staffed by incredibly, incredibly sexy people. Not that my mom isn't incredibly sexy, because my mom works at the Costco in Silverdale and she actually sells the samples. That's why I said that. It's Spain. Things get crazy. Sometimes you say things about your mom being sexy. That happened like 10 seconds ago. Anyway, so we were in this bar, and they were just kind of feeding us the whole night, and we were drinking, and they were being very cool and nice, and then at the end of the night, the bill was $7. Well, €7. So it was like $10 for eating and drinking all night. So that's kind of a cool feature of Spain so far. All right. Anyway, the plan is that I'll try to do one of these little updates most days if we can, if we have the internet and all that stuff. Because I was just thinking, you know, the minute and very boring details of my life are the sort of foundation that this show is built on, right? The boring details of my life in Seattle. So why wouldn't everyone want the incredibly boring details of my life in Spain? You know, things I may have eaten, and a full report on other things that I've eaten. Maybe stuff I didn't eat but wanted to eat. Maybe the way something smelled. Those could all be subjects for future video updates. So you better stay tuned in to this very station, because it's going to get pretty interesting over the course of the next week. I think you can agree. All right, that's it from Madrid. It's, well, let's see, what is it, like, I don't know, almost 8 o'clock at night, Seattle time right now, which means it's like 5 in the morning here in Madrid, which is the time when they eat, because it's crazy town. They've got some prosciutto and innards with our name on it, so we're off. All right, that's it. Bye for now.